1. Ava the Woman from Nede. The woman woke up on a meadow with green grass, feeling the fresh dew under her bare feet. Around her, a garden full of blooming apple trees stretched out like an endless paradise. The air was perfumed with the sweet scent of flowers. The morning sun bathed everything in a golden light, and the singing of birds filled the air with a pleasant atmosphere. Suddenly, the silence was interrupted by a deep and gentle voice. The Creator appeared in front of her, enveloped in a warm and bright light. He spoke telepathically, with the power of thought. "Your name is Ava, and you are alone for now in this paradise created by me." Ava looked around, feeling the solemnity of the moment and the importance of the Creator's words. She had understood her role and mission, but she knew that it was only the beginning of her journey. The Creator, he continued, explaining, "I brought you here to be the master of this realm and to bring balance and harmony to nature. In time, you will learn more about the world around you and about yourself. You have the power to communicate with all beings and to understand the laws of nature. This knowledge will be of great use to you in your mission." Ava listened with respect and gratitude, feeling honored and encouraged by the wisdom of the Creator. The Creator smiled gently and withdrew into his bright light, leaving Ava to continue her journey of discovery and protection of his paradise. "Thank you, Creator," Ava said humbly. "I will do my best to fulfill the mission you entrusted to me and to protect this wonderful land." The atmosphere in the garden was full of inviting smells and perfect tranquility. After a few steps south of the garden, she discovered a crystal-clear river whose murmur almost put her to sleep, but the connection with the Creator made her enter the river without fear and bathe. The impact was miraculous, but she could not explain these sensations, which she experienced full of happiness and supreme pleasure. She experienced a unique feeling of union with everything around her. She even mentally saw the existence of birds and animals and experienced a feeling of supreme love. She was completely naked and had a wonderful body full of femininity and emanated beauty and wisdom, but at the same time a strong attachment to these places. "I brought you here to be the ruler of the whole earth. Be careful to beware of the snake, because of him the world was destroyed." The woman looked at him with wide eyes full of understanding. She felt the immense responsibility of her words and the determination to protect this wonderful place. Realizing the mental connection with the Creator, she replied, "I will be careful, Creator. I will protect this earth and avoid the snake, so as not to repeat the mistakes of the past." The Creator smiled again and, with a gentle movement, disappeared, leaving the woman in the middle of the garden, ready to fulfill her destiny. The woman, very beautiful and graceful, with hair like silk and eyes sparkling like stars, stood in the middle of the clearing. She called all the birds on earth with a sweet and melodious song, which echoed in the air like a magical call. The birds came quickly, from all corners of the sky, chirping and flapping their wings, sitting around her. With a warm and gentle voice, the woman begged them, "Birds of the sky, please help me. Fly and look for the snake, the one who brought destruction to the world. When you find him, come and tell me where he is, so that I can avoid him and protect this land." The birds understood the seriousness of her request. An old eagle, with silver feathers and a sharp gaze, spoke on behalf of all. "Beautiful mistress of the earth, we will fulfill our mission. We will fly to all the horizons and look for the snake. When we find him, we will let you know immediately." With these words, the birds took off in flight, each going in different directions, determined to fulfill their promise. The woman remained in the clearing, her heart full of hope and trust in their help. The woman, whose name was Ava, walked barefoot through the meadow every morning, feeling the fresh dew beneath her delicate feet. She often bathed in the Zia River, a living river that made its way through Nede's garden. The river's water gave her energy and vitality, and each splash made her feel reborn. Ava waited patiently for 7 sunsets, hoping each day that the birds would return with news of the snake. She spent her days tending the garden, talking to the flowers, and listening to the stories of the wind, but her heart was always turned to the sky, waiting for signs from her winged friends. On the 7th day, at sunset, the sky filled with birds returning from all directions. With rapid wing beats, they settled around Ava, chirping and fluttering impatiently to give her the news. An eagle, the old man, with silver feathers and a wise look, approached Ava and in a solemn voice, said, "Ava, mistress of the earth, I have found the snake. It hides in a shady cave, at the foot of the Black Mountain, where the sunlight never reaches." Ava looked at him with gratitude and understood the seriousness of the situation. With a determined voice, she answered the birds. "Thank you from soul for your help. Now I know where not to go and how to protect this wonderful land. I will fulfill my destiny and watch over the snake to stop bringing destruction." The birds chirped with joy, feeling that their mission had been accomplished. Ava prepared to defend her garden and ensure peace and harmony on the land she loved so much. Ava stood in the middle of the clearing, her eyes closed, calling the Creator only with her mind. Around her the birds chirped softly, but their communication was telepathic, without sounds, only words transmitted through the mind. Soon, the Creator appeared, surrounded by a bright and warm light. Ava felt his presence and, without opening her mouth, asked him the questions that tormented her soul. "Tell me, who am I and where do I come from? I don't remember. Give me wisdom to fight the serpent." The light in which the Creator was became even more intense, and his voice, full of gentleness and wisdom, echoed in Ava's mind. "Ava, you are created from the essence of the earth and the sky, a gift of nature and spirit. You were brought here to bring balance and harmony to this world. Wisdom is already within you, you just need to discover it. To fight the serpent, you must listen to your heart and rely on your courage and your love for this land." Ava felt how the Creator's words filled her with new strength and clarity. She felt that she was beginning to understand her purpose and inner power. In her mind, she thanked the Creator. "Thank you, Creator. I will follow your advice and protect this realm with all my strength." The Creator smiled at her, and the light around him began to gradually retreated, until it disappeared completely. Ava remained in the clearing, with a new determination and confidence, ready to fulfill her destiny and protect the land from the serpent. The birds, sensing her determination, chirped around her, offering her their unconditional support. Ava called the birds with her mind and they gathered around her, chirping and flapping their wings. With a telepathic voice, Ava asked for their help once again. "I need a bird to stay with me always, to accompany me and help me on my journey." The golden-feathered eagle, old and wise, approached and said to the swallow northeast by east, "Northeast by east, you are as quick as thought. Take care of Ava, go with her everywhere and if something bad happens, let me know immediately." Northeast by east, small and agile, spread her wings and sat on the Ava's shoulder, happily accepting the responsibility. With a telepathic voice, he told Ava, "I will never leave you alone. I will always be by your side, ready to help and protect you." Ava felt a wave of gratitude and expressed her thanks to all the birds. "I thank you all for your support. With your help, I will be able to fulfill my mission." The birds chirped in agreement and, after a moment of farewell, they took off, scattering to all corners of the sky. Ava remained with northeast by east on her shoulder, feeling more prepared than ever to face the challenges that were to come. Ava, who had already had 100 sunsets since she was on Earth, felt increasingly connected to nature and her mission. Together with northeast by east, the swift-thinking swallow, she thought it was time to call on the Creator and to ask them why they must bathe in the Zia River every morning. Standing on the bank of the Zia River, Ava closed her eyes and, with her thoughts, called out to the Creator. Soon, the bright, warm light appeared again, and the Creator, Ava began, "Why must I bathe in the Zia River every morning? What is the importance of this ritual?" The Creator, surrounded by that divine light, answered with a voice full of gentleness and wisdom. "Ava, the Zia River is more than just a river. Its water is charged with vital energy, the essence of life and purity. By bathing in it every morning, you renew your strength and connect to the source of life of this realm. Living water gives you strength, clarity and protection against negative influences." Ava listened carefully, feeling the truth of the Creator's words. Northeast by east, sitting on her shoulder, gently bumped her head against Ava's cheek, thus offering her silent support. "Thank you, Creator," Ava answered telepathically. "Now I understand the importance of this ritual. I will continue to bathe in the Zia River every morning to maintain my strength and clarity. The Creator smiled kindly at her, and the light around him began to gradually recede, leaving Ava with a deeper understanding of her role. Ava, with northeast by east on her shoulder, stood on the banks of the Zia River, reflecting on the Creator's words. As she contemplated the beauty of the morning, the Creator, feeling the need to offer her additional help, decided to send her a strong and wise animal to aid her in her mission. Suddenly, a bright light appeared in front of Ava, and from that light emerged a white she-wolf, with piercing eyes and fur shining like snow. The Creator manifested again, speaking, "Ava, this is Zira, a strong and wise white she-wolf. She will be by your side and provide you with the support you need. Zira, receive the answers to all your questions, so that I don't have to come down to you every time." Ava looked at the she-wolf with admiration and respect. Zira approached, and her intelligent eyes seemed to reflect the wisdom and power given by the Creator. "Zira," Ava thought, "it is an honor to have you by my side. Together we will protect this realm and face any danger." Zira bowed her head in recognition and replied telepathically, "Ava, I am here to help you and give you the answers you need. Together, with northeast by east by my side, we will be a strong team. The Creator has entrusted me with his wisdom, and I will guide you every step of your journey." Northeast by east, with her wings fluttering slightly, clucked in agreement and chirped happily, "We are even stronger now. With Zira and her wisdom, we will manage to protect our realm." Ava felt a surge of confidence and gratitude. With Zira by her side, she knew she would be able to face any challenge. The next morning, Ava woke up with thoughts full of questions. With Zira, the white wolf, and northeast by east, the swallow, by her side quickly, on his shoulder, she felt ready to understand more about her origin and mission. Sitting next to the Zia River, Ava turned to Zira and began to ask, "Zira, where did I come here from and what powers do I have?" Zira raised her head, looking at Ava with her intelligent eyes, and answered gently but firmly, "Ava, this land was once inhabited by people, for many sunsets. It was a place full of life and beauty. But, because of the snake, the people all died. The snake brought destruction and chaos, and gradually, this land became desolate." Ava listened carefully, feeling a deep pain for the loss of those people and the beauty of the past. "You, Ava," Zira continued, "were created to rule this land and bring balance and harmony back. You have special powers, linked to nature and the essence of life. Through your connection to the Zia River, you renew your strength every morning. The living water gives you vitality and clarity, allowing you to see and feel things invisible to others." Northeast by east chirped softly in approval and completed, "Ava, you also have the gift of telepathic communication with all living things, a rare and precious gift. This gift allows you to understand and coordinate all beings that live in this realm." Ava felt how Zira's and northeast by east's words brought her greater clarity and understanding of her own identity and role. She felt stronger and more determined than ever. "Thank you, Zira, and thank you, northeast by east. With your help, I will protect this land and bring it back to life. The snake will never bring destruction here again." Zira and northeast by east bowed their heads in respect and loyalty. Ava asked, "What powers does the snake have?" Zira, with her shining eyes, answered Ava's questions. "The snake has evil powers, related to the manipulation of the mind and fear. It can influence the thoughts and feelings of those around it, sowing discord and destruction. It can also sneak through the shadows and change its shape to penetrate hard-to-reach places. It is a skillful and very dangerous creature." Regarding the possibility of the snake reaching Ava, Zira added, "The snake can reach you by any means possible. It is a master in the art of concealment and manipulation. Therefore, you must always be vigilant and use your wisdom and powers to protect yourself." Ava realized that the garden she was in was a special place, an area of balance and harmony that she had to protect. The question of whether she could leave there was an important one. Zira replied, "The garden you are in is a sacred place, created especially